As you can see, I got my chocolate out of the microwave. I did it in short spurts. First spurt was about a minute. Second one was 30 seconds. And 30 seconds again. And now I am just seeing if how ready this is going to be. I'm going to have to temper it a little more. As we always say, we just add the seeds to it, which changes the crystallization inside within the chocolate so that it bonds okay. And plus it gives it that shiny sheen look, you know. Chocolate can be fussy. Very fussy at times. You want to get that right temperature, about 34 Celsius. As we're at about 100 degrees right now, Fahrenheit, 99.8. So that's got to come down to 34. There. I changed it to Celsius so I can read it instead of Fahrenheit. So it's about 38 Fahrenheit right now. I mean, smart people can do them conversions in your head, but I can at least do my multiplications. But you know, when your mind gets a little older, it takes it longer to tick or something. You don't necessarily forget it. It's all in that head. You just got to find it. Which department you leave that message in? It's in there somewhere. By golly, sooner or later you think of it. Oh. I've got a hankering for some perch, but I don't have any left. But I don't think the ice is safe enough this year for me to go out on it, so I'm going to skip it this year. Wait until trout season. Go do a little fly fishing. Go to some of my favorite spots where I still can get to them without climbing down a ledge and falling in the water. They should make more places along these rivers for people that are elderly to be able to use them, you know, without having to fall over and kill themselves getting down to the river's edge. Now I'm going to add some seedling to this. Got to bring the temperature down a little anyway. It's still up around 38 Celsius. And this will cool it off. Don't mean to bore you to death while I'm doing this, but and we can get ready for our first pour. You ever pour concrete? About as sensitive as concrete is. I used to help out people pour their slabs and stuff, and that stuff can be sensitive too. It's got to be just right. But it's hard work. It sure does put the muscles on your arms after a while. My brother had his own business doing that, and my cousin did, and one of my uncles is, I don't know what Uncle Jim is 88, 89, he's still pouring forms. One thing about them Bradley people, they do work. They may not have a fancy office and a desk, but at least they go out and they have jobs and they work for a living. And none of them are rich, but they provide. That's all that counts. At least I don't think they are. If they are, they're not telling me, that's for sure. To make sure all these seedlings in here are incorporated into this chocolate. We don't want it to have any lumpy dumps in it. Try not to make such a mess like I usually make. Okay, we're down to 35. By golly, we're getting there. Yeah, and my little seedlings are just about melted in. I forgot to put up my pan of hot water to keep this warm. I'll do that in a minute after I pour it. Because we'll have 2 pours on this, and maybe 3. I might top a little bit of that white chocolate on the very, very top. Sprinkle a little bit of it. Give it some decorative look. I don't know why, I'm the only one eating them. I do share them with some friends and kids if they come by. They can be very addictive though. Oh yeah, that's just as smooth as silk. Okie dokie here. I wonder how much of a mess I'm going to make here doing this. I don't know until I do it. Try to get some of this off. $34. Okie dokie, let's see what happens here. Got my spoon. I'm going to spoon her on in if I can. The idea is to try to fill up all these cavities. One little one here needs a little dab more here. The dab right there. Alright, now you know what I'm doing is letting her drip out. that over here. Yeah, they're filled out. Now I'm going to let this just set up for a while. I meant to put my glove on, but I forgot. So when those are set up, I'll be back for whatever stage the next one is. Well, I guess they cooled off enough here. I'm going to see about what we can do about getting some of these berries in there. I wish my molds were just a little bit bigger. One berry at a time, or cherry as you call them. Had a hold of two of them that time. Come on, you little feller. Get in the hole. Now I'm going to hand cover these. That's why you call them handmade, right? But before I do that, I think I'll put some parchment paper underneath there. Because I'm sure it will drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Well, here we go with them fancy cutters on here again. Let me see if I get lucky. Oh. Yep. It tore. Usually don't. Usually I have to take a knife to her, cut her off. Ugh. Cherries. So the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to cover them by hand. I will buy me some bigger molds along the line so that they fit better. But what I'm doing is just improvising here a little bit. get rid of that. There. Clean hand. So we'll let them set, and then we're going to take them out of the molds. I'll be back. Well, there they are, my cherries in a shell. Still got to trim a little bit of chocolate away from the sides, but as you can see, like I said, I wish my mold was a little bit bigger. It would have been a little better to handle, but I'll fix that problem by getting a larger mold. I've got some bags over here. I'm gonna bag those up there. And my leftover chocolate, I actually made a cherry chocolate bar. Now, with this, I wished I'd put the more chocolate on the bottom first and let it set for a while, and then added the berries in on the top of that. But my chocolate was setting up, and I was going to be the one that was going to eat it, so I said, what the heck? I'll just bag it for myself. But boy, don't that look good? Yes, sirree. Yep. Easy to make. Catch y'all later. Thank you for watching Papa Key's Kitchen.